African Union Communications, Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. Russian groups improved positions along multiple sectors. East Group liberated Rybalskoye. Fires struck 147 areas, and air defense intercepted 7 guided aerial bombs, 17 Flamingo long-range cruise missiles, 4 HIMARS projectiles, and 1,328 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles. The North Group of forces improved its tactical situation. Strikes hit manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, an air-mobile brigade, a rocket artillery brigade, and 3 territorial defense brigades near Slavgorod, Pizarevka, Vakilovshchina in Sumy region, and Sumy. In Kharkov region, formations of 2 mechanized brigades, a motorized infantry brigade, and an assault regiment were struck near Balaklia, Karasevka, Mali Burluk, Kudayevka, Rubezhnoye, and Kharkov. Ukrainian losses reached up to 245 troops, 7 motor vehicles, 1 artillery gun, and 1 electronic warfare station. The West Group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, a Marine brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and a border detachment of the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine near Podlaman and Petrovka, in Kharkov region, and Donetskoye, Svyatogorsk, Mayaki, and Stary Caravan in the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to more than 210 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles including a U.S. made M1000, 117 armored personnel carrier, 13 motor vehicles, 3 field artillery guns, 2 of them Western-made, and 1 electronic warfare station destroyed. The South Group of forces improved the tactical situation along the forward edge. Russian units hit formations of 4 mechanized brigades, a mountain assault brigade, and a territorial defense brigade near Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Druzhkovka, Nikolaevka, Orikhovatka, and Nikolaipoli in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost more than 220 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, 26 motor vehicles, 1 U.S. made Paladin self-propelled artillery system, and 1 electronic warfare station. The center group's units advanced to the depths of the enemy defense. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of 3 mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, 2 assault regiments, 1 Marine brigade, and 3 National Guard brigades close to Dobropoli, Staroryskoye, Krasnopodolye, Novograshino, Anavka, and Matyashevo in the Donetsk People's Republic. Armed forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 355 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, and 5 motor vehicles, 1 Grad MLRS, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, and 3 electronic warfare stations were neutralized. As a result of resolute actions, the East Group of forces liberated Rybalskoye in Zaporozhye region. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of an assault brigade, 3 air assault brigades, 2 assault regiments, and 1 Marine brigade close to Kolomaitsi in Dnipropetrovsk region, and Svoboda, Novosolokino, Novorozovka, and Dolinka in Zaporozhye region. The enemy lost more than 315 troops, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 8 motor vehicles, and 2 electronic warfare stations. The Dnipro Group of forces improved the tactical situation. Formations of a mechanized brigade, a mountain assault brigade, and a Marine brigade were hit near Orikov in Zaporozhye region, Novovorontsovka in Kherson region, and Kherson. Up to 30 troops, 23 motor vehicles, and 1 electronic warfare station were neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces inflicted damage on logistics centers, fuel, power, and transport infrastructure used to support the armed forces of Ukraine, warehouses of long-range unmanned aerial vehicles and uncrewed surface vehicles, and temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 147 areas. Air defense systems shot down 7 guided aerial bombs, 17 Flamingo long-range cruise missiles, 4 U.S.-made HIMARS MLRS projectiles, and 1,328 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 673 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 208,499 unmanned aerial vehicles, 669 anti-aircraft missile systems, 30,583 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,771 MLRS combat vehicles, 36,154 field artillery guns and mortars, and 69,318 units of support military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.